Hey, I'm Russ Jones. Welcome to Smoky Ribs. Today is a terrible day to be shooting a video. I'm under a canopy actually. It's raining. Temperatures have been falling all day. We got a major cold front pushing in, but it is a perfect day to make a big pot of homemade chili. Let's get started.
If you want to cook backyard barbecue till you get your feel, you come to the right place. Russ Jones Smoky Ribs. Smoky Ribs. Smoky
I got to show you this through Camp Made. This thing is just totally awesome. Whoever thought of this, man, they didn't forget anything. So handy. Let me go ahead and remove the items here. This is really cool. This is a little chimney starter. Completely folds up. There you have it. Comes with its own chimney starter. We'll be using that momentarily. All right, now this is a little grill. Here's the lid to the Dutch oven. Now this has multiple purposes, of which I'll show you all of them. Simply breaks down, folds out. Its primary use is a lid lifter. You'll be seeing that soon. Also comes with this kickstand. This will not only lift the lid, but you can set it over here out of the way, keep it completely out of the dirt. And this is a charcoal pan. This is going to be one of the first things we use on this cook. I'll explain more about it when we get to it. And here is my new Camp Made number 12 cast iron Dutch oven. I'm going to fill this with charcoal. We're going to go ahead and get it lit. I'm going to take a pair of tongs. I'm going to fill up this charcoal pan here. This is what the Dutch oven is going to be sitting on. This is our heat source. Now typically you'll be changing out these charcoal about every 40 minutes. So this should be enough to get us started and going with this chili. And so from time to time I'll have to, keep a batch of charcoal handy in the chimney here. You just got to try to time that out to where you don't end up wasting a lot of it. Put the Dutch oven in, just like that. We're going to let this heat up for just a minute. I'll put a couple tablespoons of olive oil. I've got one whole white onion chopped up. I'm going to toss that in. Just going to saute these until we get them tender and translucent. Now we're going to add the meat in this. This is a carne piccata, which is really nothing more but scraps from steaks and chuck roast and things like that that the butcher has left over. It works really well in a chili. Now I think what I'm going to do to help speed this up, to get a nice brown on it, is to put our lid on. And we're going to go ahead and place some charcoal on top of this lid to radiate some heat downward. All right, we're going to take a look at this, see what we need to do. Going to stir it up a little bit. Just push down, pick it up. We're going to let all this get good and brown, and we're going to start adding in some seasonings. This lid lifter has multiple purposes with this setup. This is one of them. This is one of many. I'll have to show you as we get to the other ones the benefits of it and what all you can use it for, but this is like the heart of the system. Our meat looks like it's browning up really nice. I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic in. This is 6 cloves of chopped minced garlic. This is working out really nice, and I tell you what, it is super windy out here. It doesn't seem to be affecting this cook whatsoever. All right, I'm going to add in 2 cups of water. Man, this is smelling fine. Oh my goodness. I just can't think of anything better on a day like today. It's cold, it's damp, soaks all the way into your bones. This is going to warm us right back up. This is a 14.5-ounce can of tomatoes. These are unsalted. And an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, once again unsalted. A Mexican beer. These are 8-ounce bottles, so I'm going to use 1.5 of these. A little leftover for me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add some more charcoal to the bottom of this. Put the top back on, add more charcoal to that, and we're going to bring this up to a good simmer, and we'll go from there. All right, I've just poured in 2 cans of kidney beans, and I've got some serrano peppers. These are pickled serrano peppers. The meat is falling apart tender, looks incredible, smells good, and we're just going to put a cover on this, let it go around 30 more minutes. All right, we're simmering again. Last ingredient, I got around 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of harina, masa harina. This is a corn flour. Just going to thicken it up a little. It's also going to add a distinctive flavor in there. All right, let's take our lid. We're going to set it right here on this table. Now, another cool feature of this Campmade is that now you can utilize this to set your Dutch oven on and use this as a warmer to keep everything nice and warm. There we go. This chili is fantastic. This is like my go-to recipe. It's something I've kind of developed over the years. Now the peppers that you see me put in there, the powders and all, I did a lot of that with the dehydrator. The jalapeno peppers, I took a dehydrated the jalapeno peppers, run it through a processor, made a powder out of it. The poblano peppers I took and I cut into strips, and I just dried those out, and I just broke them all up, put them in a Ziploc bag, and what I used was around 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons in this batch of chili. Now the Trinidad scorpions, that was actually sent to me by a subscriber named Brad back in the summer months. He only sent me 4 peppers, so I dried them out and I put them in my food processor, also made a powder out of that. You got to use that very, very sparingly. As you noticed, I only put 1/8 of a teaspoon in that big pot of chili, and that was just right. It didn't set you on fire, but you could feel the burn going down. Man, it just really warms you up. And the other was just store-bought chili powder. It was a great combination of peppers and flavors. I hope you give that a try. Speaking of Brad, when he first sent me the peppers, he didn't want me to give out like his YouTube channel, you know, his private channel, but he did tell me then that he was starting a channel, and it's called 2 Bites More. I'll have a link in the description. I looked before shooting this video, and he's only got 1 video up, and I hope he does more. You know, I'd like to see what this guy can do. He's obviously into a lot of things. So if you're interested in checking out the 1 video and maybe subscribing just to follow and see what he does in the future, I'm sure he would appreciate that. All right, Campmade, man. The Campmade, you just can't beat it. It's so portable, all in one little Ziploc or zip-up bag. Everything stores within that, everything you need. Now I've got a lot more cast iron equipment. You're going to be seeing more of that, like the tripods, cooking over open campfires and such as that. But you're also going to be seeing more of this camp made because it does more than what this video shows. In the future videos, it's going to highlight the other attributes of this camp made. If you're interested in that, there will be a link in the description as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, smoke your ribs.